welcome to my channel. My name is Iris and I am so happy to bring you my very first YouTube video. Today I'll be showing you a time-lapse of a gouache painting while presenting some facts about myself. I decided that the best way to introduce my art and myself was to do the Meet the Artist tag. Usually, artists who participate to this tag paint themselves surrounded with items of their everyday life and write some things they like and dislike. But I've decided to go a slightly different route. I will still be painting my avatar as you can see, but I want to somehow represent my name in the painting and go for a more symbolic meaning. As most people know, Iris, my name, is a type of flower, but did you know that those flowers take their name from the Greek word for the rainbow? In Greek mythology, Iris, the personification of the rainbow, was the messenger of the gods, and she would usually wear the rainbow as a scarf. I thought it would be a cool idea to represent my avatar surrounded with some of the meanings of my name. Besides the choice of the subject, a few quick words about the painting itself before moving on to the self-introduction part of the video. This was my first gouache painting since I was a kid, so it was quite challenging to get used to the medium again. I admit I did finish the details with Polychromos color pencils, but 99% of the painting is made with gouache. You'll find all the materials I used for this painting in the description of the video below if you're interested. As I chose to do a quite simplified drawing as a base, the most challenging part for this painting was the choice of the color palette, because since there were already many colors with the rainbow, I had to try to find a color harmony that would look good together. I had to rework some colors several times. Luckily, with the forgiving nature of gouache, I was able to do so easily. At the end, I think I managed to get a nice color harmony, so I am quite happy with the results. Okay, I will now go on to listing 20 facts about me. Number 1. I'm half French, half Spanish. My dad was French, my mom is Spanish, and I was born in France. Number 2. Related to the first point. I speak French and Spanish since I was a kid, and as you can hear, I also speak English. I'm also trying to study other languages. I did used to study German when I was in middle school and high school, but I almost forgot everything besides basic things like Ich heiße Iris und ich bin in Frankreich geboren. You see, basic things. Oh, and I'm a beginner in Korean. Number 3. I was born in October, which makes me a Libra. Number 4. I am not a morning person, like not at all. I naturally wake up late and go to bed late. It might be midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and I suddenly feel like it's the best time to start a project. But then I remember that I must work the next day and wake up super early. The struggle is real. Number 5. I love milk. If I don't have milk in my house, I'm not okay. I can be really sick, having fever, and if there's no milk at home, I will go out no matter what. Number 6. I'm a picky eater and it's a big challenge for me. I got better as I got older and I have a more varied taste in food, but it's very difficult because people don't understand and are very critical. But trust me, it's not fun. Number 7. I'm good at almost anything that is manual. Of course, drawing, but anything that is crafty. I love crafts of every kind and I'm usually good at that. Number 8. I have two big phobias. One that is extremely common and another one that is unusual. The first phobia. I'm scared of spiders. See? Very common. But yeah, I'm really scared of spiders, especially those that have a big body. Ugh. The second phobia I have, I am scared of open umbrellas inside closed spaces. Yeah, it's very specific and kind of weird, I know, but I'm not exaggerating. I really get into panic mode when somebody opens an umbrella if we are in a closed space. I didn't have that phobia before. It came progressively out of nowhere, and I have no idea why. People usually take it lightly, but once they do the test, because they always do the test, they realize that I'm not joking. They usually tell me, "Oh, but it's not gonna hurt you." Duh. Rationally, I know that. But when it's open, that's it. I panic. Number 9. I love dancing. I really enjoy it. It's the only time I can actually let go of everything and stop thinking about anything else. Number 10. I love animals. I especially like dogs. I'm not saying I don't like cats. They're so cute and funny, but I'm more of a dog person. I've had several dogs in my life, and my latest one was an English bulldog. And he was the sweetest teddy bear you could ever have, and I'm still kind of traumatized of having lost him a few years ago, and I still miss him every day. Right now, I don't have any pets, but one day I might be ready to get another one. Number 11. I love earrings. I am obsessed with earrings, especially silver ones. I don't know how many pairs I have. If you want to make me happy, get me a pair of silver earrings and I will love it. Number 12. I love cinnamon. Anything that has cinnamon. I love everything about it. It's a very comforting smell and taste for me. Number 13. I love Korean dramas. I started watching K-dramas around 2016 and since then I have been hooked. Contrary to what most people think, there's literally every type of genre. Horror, thriller, action, romance, fantasy, sci-fi, etc. Just choose your mood. One thing I specifically like about dramas is the fact that most of them are just one season or two maximum. Within 16 to 24 episodes, you have the whole story and that's it, it's finished. You get to enjoy the beginning and the end and then you can go and switch to another drama. At least you don't spend years getting involved into a series to have it end badly. Yeah, I have some flashbacks of bad memories going on right now in my head, if you can tell. There are, of course, many other things I like about K-dramas, but that would take too much time to explain. What I could say is, if you watch Squid Game, as most people have watched at least one Korean drama, I would say don't stop there. There are many really good series out there. Number 14. I like BTS. My bias is Jimin, bias wrecker is Suga. But I'm an OT7. I honestly would have not thought I would one day enjoy K-pop and BTS. I like many genres, but my preferred genre is rock and alternative rock. One of my favorite bands of all times is Linkin Park. But I'm open-minded and I ended up connecting to BTS's music, lyrics, values, and some of their songs have become my all-time favorites. Also, as I said, I love dancing and it's so nice watching their choreographies. They really are great entertainers. If you don't like BTS, it's okay, everybody has their own taste. Just respect them and those who like them. Number 15. I love colors, specifically vibrant colors. It can become a problem when I paint because I have a tendency to use very saturated colors and I know it's not good. It's better to have mostly desaturated colors so the other colors can shine. But I just love bright colors. So yeah, you'll see quite saturated colors in my art, but I do try to restrain myself. Number 16. I have a master's degree in marketing and international management and a bachelor's degree in graphic design. Yeah, they're not completely related, but I just got later into graphic design when I realized that I might be able to do something that I like better than what I studied for initially. I'm currently trying to switch careers as my everyday job has nothing to do with graphic design, but as of now, I have not been able to do the switch. I admit that my primary love is illustration, but I love graphic design as well. Number 17. I like fantasy and sci fi. I love it because it makes me dream and forget reality. Number 18. I suck at maths. Mathematics is not my thing. I don't like the logic behind it. When I see numbers, I panic. My brain just goes blank. The irony is that I have to work with numbers every day, all the time. I manage to do things, of course. I'm not stupid, but I have to do a lot of efforts to maintain my focus because it's really something that I dislike. Number 19. I enjoy kayaking and archery. I've done kayaking since I was at least 6 years old, and I would do it every summer with my cousins, and that was the moment of the year I would eagerly be waiting for. I haven't gone kayaking in many years now, but that was one of my favorite things. Regarding archery, I've practiced this sport for 3 to 4 years. I stopped before COVID for personal reasons, but I will start again one day. I'm not good at it, but I like it. Number 20. I have moved a lot in my life. I've counted that I moved more than 26 times. I think that counts as a lot, don't you think? I've lived in 3 countries: France, Spain, and the United States. Okay, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed my painting while I was talking the whole way through, and I hope you'll tune in for more of my videos and that you'll support my art and channel. This is a very scary endeavor. First of all, to share your art over the internet, and it's even scarier to have your own voice shared and to talk about yourself as well. But I figured out it was important for people who might be interested in my art to know who's behind it. Please do comment if there's anything you could relate to. I'll be interested in knowing you better. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like my video. That would make me know I did something right. And you can even subscribe if you liked my art and me and want to see more of my videos in the future. I wish you a nice day, night, whatever the time you're watching this, if you're watching it until the end. Thank you. Goodbye.